Okay then, carry on with the assess of Unit 1, page 21. This is Mrs. Snow, question 10. It says Mrs. Snow travels 480 miles to Scotland, that's miles away, and 360 miles of these are done on the motorways. So what fraction of the journey is on motorways? Well, it's motorway miles divided by total miles. So it says what fraction of the journey, and the journey is 480 miles in total, and I've got to simplify it down. So that's the fraction that gets me a mark. And I know it's a calculator, calculator paper. We can use the function on our calculator that goes A, B, C. Do you remember this one? Big A, little b, little c, and that will just convert it down for us straight away. Or with the modern Casios, you've got something like that, this little button like that, which is the equivalent of that one there in the older Casio machines. Anyway, you can use that if you want to, or you can begin to reduce down bit by bit. Well, I'm not in the mood to try and do it in one go. If I halve it down, 18 divided by 24, I can halve it down again, 9 over 12, and now I can see clearly that 3's going. 3 goes into 3 9 times, 3 goes into 12 4 times, so 3/4 of the journey was done on motorways, so she can really put her foot down, couldn't she? So that's that question done. That's it, brilliant. Next one. Now this is question, let's have a look in the book. Yeah, this is question 11. A train arrived at St Pancras station in London 30 minutes late. Let me just rub that mess out I've just made. So 30 minutes late. What fraction of this, that is the 30 minutes, of the timetable journey of 2.5 hours? So what fraction of this of the timetable journey of 2.5 hours? Right, so in other words, it's not half the journey, it's not a quarter of the journey, it's not 3/4 of the journey, it's going to be something of the journey. Please note you've got mixed units. Two ways of doing this. You can recognise that 30 minutes equals half an hour, or if you like 0.5 of an hour. You can do that. Or you can say the 2.5 hours is what we've got here. 2 lots of 60. That's going to be 120 plus an extra 30 minutes for the half an hour. We've got 150 minutes. Alright, now you can work with any one of these two, but you can't mix the units up. So let's just do both ways. Now what fraction is this of the timetable journey? Okay, right, so I'm going to go 0.5 hours divided by 2.5 hours. That's 2.5, isn't it? That's a very, very ugly fraction. Well, if I multiply top and bottom by 2, I get 1 over 5. Therefore, it's a fifth of the journey time. Okay, that's how late it was as a fraction of the scheduled time that it should have got there. So a fifth of the time, or rather, yeah, the time late was represented by a fifth of the time that's been timetabled. Now, next one, I could do it using minutes. So here I've got 30 minutes divided by 150 minutes, and there's your 2.5 hours. And this is even easier. Look, cancel down the zeros, then I can say 3 goes into himself once, 3 goes into 15 5 times, answer still a fifth, and you can just pick the method that you fancy yourself. Alright, next one, lovely little question, very nice. Now a car costs £3,500. the price is reduced by a fifth. That means, if I can write in black or blue or something, or red, that means it's gone down. Alright, it's gone down in value. So we need to know that. So it's been reduced in value by 1/5. Now to put a deposit on the car, you want to deposit it of 1/4 of the reduced price. Question, how much is a deposit? Well, forget deposit. First let's just work out what 1/5 of this is, and then find out how much is left. So here we go. Let's work in yellow. First step, 1/5 of the price of the car is, well, I'm going to use my calculator to speed things up. It's simply 1 divided by 5 times 3500. Okay, so there it is. So 1/5 of the price of the car is £700, but this is a reduction. Therefore, he's not paying £700 for the car. No. If you reduce by 1/5 of the price, we're now going to take away the £700 reduction from the car. That's like the discount, and then we'll see how much he's got to pay. So this person has got to pay £2,800 for the car. So if I put some words here, pound sign there, pound sign there, this is the reduction. And this is how much there is to pay. Okay, and there's your two words, to pay. Reduction, to pay. And now he can't pay it off in one go, doesn't want to, so he's got to put it down in deposit. The deposit is 1/4 of the reduced price. So this is the reduced price, basically. So 1/4 of 2,800 then. So 1/4 of the price he's got to finally pay is going to be the deposit. So I'm just going to take my 2,800 and simply divide by 4 to get 1/4 of it. The deposit is 1/4 of the reduced price. Really? Okay then. Well, that's easy, isn't it? So that's £700. Okay, so it's a £700 deposit. Okie dokie. I got a little bit blocked there because I saw £700 there as the reduction, and he's got to put down £700 anyway. So it's correct. I mean, it's easy maths. That's that. Let's turn over. Hopefully it will work. Gone too far. Right, then this is the last question. This is the AQA exam question on page 22. I like it because it's a past paper question. It was set in 2008 according to this. Right, let's just do it then. It's so worthy. Right, it's a bit long, but it was a 5-mark question. So there are 175 pupils in year 10 at a school. Okay, quite a big year group. 2/5 of these students own a dog. How many pupils in year 10 own a dog? Okay, strip away all these storyline. You have 2/5 of the year 10 kids. 2/5 of 175. That's what you've got to do, really. So 2 divided by 5, 2/5 of these students, 175. I mean, I can work it down by cancelling the 5s and divide them into the 175. Don't want to do it, so I just want to go 2 divided by 5 times 175, and I've got 70 students. So 70 students owned a dog. A has been done. B. This is Alice. Alice says that exactly half the year 10 students are boys. Explain why Alice must be wrong. Okay, if it's exactly half, then you should be able to divide 175 by 2. You can't do that. So therefore you can't have exactly half of an odd number, can you? So you can write down 175 is not divisible by 2. In other words, you can't divide it by 2 exactly. End up with half a person. Don't work. So C then, last bit of the last bit. It says the number of pupils in year 10 is 1/8 of the total number of pupils in the school. Okay, so all the year 10s counts for 1/8 of the whole school from year 7 to, I don't know, maybe year 13. Work out the total number of pupils in the school. Now look at this logic. 1/8 equals 175 pupils. Therefore, 8/8, that's the whole lot, okay, is going to be gone glitchy again. So 8/8 is going to be 175 year 10s times 8 to get the whole school population. So 175 times 8, I will grab a machine for this one. 175 times 8, I have a school of 1,400 pupils, and there it is. Alright, did you like that logic? If 1/8 of them is 175, then the whole amount must be all 8/8 of the entire school. So 8 lots of 175, 1,400. That's it. And that's Unit 1 done, finished, and I hope my machine behaves for the next bit of work I've got to do.